Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another episode of my FM21 Save with AJAX. We're here at the game against FC Groningen as promised in the last episode. Let's just quickly check the matches that we played in between. After last game, which again was, let me just see, the game against PSV and Vitesse. We lost to FC Utrecht 2-1, so another loss. So we had lost 3 games from the last 4 in the league, which is really disappointing and could really hurt our chances for the league title. But after that, we bounced back with a 4-3 win over FM21. We went down by 2 goals after 21 minutes. They scored in the 20th and in the 21st. Then it was 2-1. Then we went down 3-1, and eventually we won 4-3. An insane comeback, but still not happy with the way we played. We should not concede 3 goals, even though FC Utrecht were in 6th the time we played them, and then the time we played FM21, they were in 6th. So they were 2 very good teams in good form. So to pick up 3 points from 6 is less than I would have liked, but it's still better than nothing. And after that, we beat RKC with 4-0, a hat-trick by Milik, finally back to his very good form. And then we drew against PEC Zwolle 1-1, and then we beat FC Twente 1-0. So all in all, pretty mixed results right there. It leads us to this position right here. We are still in first, and not only that, we are 10 points above AZ and 11 above Feyenoord and PSV and FC Utrecht. So it's very close for the number 2 spot. We are miles ahead. And actually, after these 2 games we're going to play right now, we could already be champions. If everything goes according to plan, we could be champions after these 2 games. So firstly, this is going to be the lineup against FC Groningen. Klaas is back from his injury, but Tagliafico then got injured. And we've just been hammered with injuries ever since January started. So that could also be a reason why it's not all going as well as it should be. But this is the starting 11. Onana in goal, Hisai, Ta, Alvarez, Grimaldo, Klaassen, Blind, Neres, Tadic, Kluivert and Milik. 11 names that, again, have been on the team sheet a lot of times, and I still have full confidence in them doing the job today against FC Groningen. Even though Groningen did knock us out of the Dutch Cup, I still think we should be able to beat them right here in the league. As you can see, they are in 11th. We can only finish 6th at lowest, because as you can see, there is also a big gap between number 6 and 7. SCM also doing really well, but we finish 6th, so that's pretty good already. Let's just kick off. Let's skip the tunnel interview and get straight into the game, and hopefully we can do better against this team than we did in the cup match. They have already picked up a yellow card after just 5 minutes played, so that's good for us. But other than that, nothing really happening. Already 15 minutes played and not a single highlight has happened yet. So it looks to be a very boring match until now. All of that could change, of course. There's a chance here, Guga to take the free kick for Groningen, and it's headed over the goal. Guga, didn't that guy play somewhere in Spain? Where is he? What did it not say Guga? Am I that dumb? Or is it this guy? No. I have no idea. Maybe I just read... No, there it is. What am I missing? Who is that guy? I have no idea. Is it Hamer? I think that's Gustavo Hamer. Yes, it is. Alright, that's weird. I thought there was a player for Atletico Madrid that was named Guga a couple of years ago. But anyway, we have the ball here, Kluivert, and that's already 1-0. I was so focused on the fact that Gustavo Hamer's name is Guga above his head that we scored a goal. Justin Kluivert with his 4th goal of the season, I believe. I didn't read it, but I think that's his 4th goal. And we get straight to halftime. We are leading. But I believe we also took the lead against FC Groningen in that match that we lost. So I'm going to say I'm not happy with the performance just yet. We should be doing better than only a 1-0 against a team that is in 11th if we want to become champions after these 2 games. I mean, if we don't become champions in this episode, I think we still have it in the bag. We have only 5 games after this episode, and then we'll probably be leading by around 10 points, at least 10 points if we win both of the games. So I still think we should be champions at the end of the season, and Justin Kluivert makes it 2-0 right there. His 5th goal of the season in the 59th minute, 58th minute, just before the 59th, and we got another chance immediately 2 minutes later. David Neres on the right side plays it all the way back to Hisai, could put in a cross here. Hisai does, and Blind with a good chance, but it's a corner kick, but saves it. 2-0 lead is always better than a 1-0, obviously, but it's still a very dangerous lead in Football Manager. As you guys know, a 2-0 lead can be turned around so quickly, and they could try to do so right here. Klaassen picking up another card probably, or not. No, he gets away with a warning. But Klaassen is 1 card away from suspension. So let's put Jan Wevers in, the youngster. I think this is the chance that we get to play him. I think we got this one in the bag this game. Let's get Tadic off for Kadioglu, who is just back from his injury as well. And let's take Neres off for João Pedro. And let's see if anything is going to happen in the final 5 minutes. Doesn't look like it. But we have this 3 points in the bag. And we're keeping them here in Amsterdam. FC Groningen didn't have a chance in this game. Sadly, it didn't go like this in the cup game. But still, we have the 3 points. Very happy with that. And that should give us a good chance of making the gap between us and the second team bigger. It is already pretty big. It's already 10 points, but right now it is 13 if AZ lose. Depending on what Feyenoord, PSV and Utrecht do as well, of course. So I'll see you guys in just a second for that next game against ADO Den Haag. And we're straight back for the second game against ADO Den Haag. In the meantime, AZ did lose their game, but all the other 3 teams won. So now AZ is after 1 game 5th instead of 2nd. And look at this, Feyenoord, FC Utrecht and PSV all on 57 points. And look at the goal difference as well between Utrecht and PSV is equal. So it's very tight for the numbers 2, 3, 4 and 5, and a little bit 6 as well. But especially 2, 3, 4 and 5. The only sad thing for Feyenoord is that we're still playing them, so they're at least going to lose 1 more match. But that also means that we can't become champions after this game, so it's going to be maybe 1 or 2 more games after this. But this is going to be the starting 11. Onana, Hisai, Alvarez, Jonathan Tah, Grimaldo, Klaassen, Blind, Neres, Tadic, Kluivert and Milik. Again, it's almost the same as last game, and I think we're going to pick up another 3 points. I hope we do. If not, then the title showdown will be a little bit tougher. But I still think that either way, if we win this or not, we should still become champions at the end of the season. Because we are leading by 11 points now because AZ lost. So it's not the 15 points that we need, but it's even more points, and it could lead to 14 if Feyenoord, Utrecht and PSV all lose their games and AZ get a draw at most, which probably won't happen. I think probably all teams will win their game, but you never know what's gonna happen. So it is possible. It could be the case after this game, but let's focus firstly on our own game. Justin Kluivert now with the ball, good chance, but he sends it over the bar. That's the first chance of the game, the first highlight for us at least. As you can see, ADO already having 2 shots before we had our first, but it looks like we're taking the upper hand now, as we should as well. Still not a lot happening in this game. Could be dangerous, because all you need is 1 goal and you could just win the game. But hopefully we'll get our first goal here. Blind with the ball in the middle. Tries to play it to Milik, but the ball doesn't reach Milik. It reaches an opponent. Tah picks up the loose ball that's headed back by ADO though, and plays in Kluivert. Kluivert could put in a cross. He will right here, but it's kicked away by ADO, and Alvarez picks up again another loose ball We can set up another attack here. Ta switches the play to Neres. A lot of space there for Hisai as well. He sees it. Hisai with the cross. Kluivert, that should be the first, and it is the first goal. Kluivert, his third goal in the last 2 matches. He has been playing really well over the last couple of games, and he puts us in front against ADO as well, just like he did against Groningen in the last game. And he has been very important in our title challenge when it comes to this end of the season right here. Hisai again could put in another cross. He gives it to Ta, to Klaassen, back to Ta on the right side, playing it around with between the two of them again. Klaassen again to Ta. Somebody put it into the box. Klaassen turns back and switches the play beautifully to Grimaldo. Is he gonna do it? He is. Milik, and there is his goal as well, and it's 2-0 right at the end of the first half. And that's probably gonna be it for the first half as well. There is the halftime whistle. We are leading 2-0, 2 good goals. So I am happy, but do not get complacent because we could still lose it just like that. And we do not want that. Sadly, we are the only team playing right now, so we can't see the results of the other teams that are important in the title race. But the most important thing is that we pick up another 3 points. And as I said before the last game, I think we should have it in the bag. And I think we do as well. I mean, at least we have a lead of 11 points after this game. At least 11 points for 5 games. And we're not going to throw that away. I mean, we've had a couple of bottle jobs. As you know, Arsenal in the semi-finals of the Europa League last season, and of course in this season's Champions League as well in the group stage, where we conceded a goal actually after stoppage time, but it was still in stoppage time according to the ref, which knocked us out of the Champions League and Europa League. So we could still bottle it, but I just don't see that happening. I don't see us losing every single game from now on to throw it away. And even if we do lose every single game, that means that either Utrecht, AZ or PSV, is that right? Or Feyenoord have to win every single game. And the chances of that are very, very small. But this match is coming to an end. It's a very short one, not a lot of highlights here. So maybe that's a shorter episode for now, but that's just how it is sometimes. Maybe next time we'll have a longer episode. You never know what's going to happen in a match. But we do pick up the 3 points. I'm happy with it. It was a good win. Good 3 points. Important 3 points as well. Let's just take a quick look at the league table. Let's not do that interview again. Oh, I could have looked at the league table right there. Here it is. We are in first. We are now 14 points above Feyenoord, Utrecht and PSV. But they do have a game in hand, of course. So they could close the gap to 11. Look at that. They all have the same record as well. The only difference is the goal difference is very, very tight between them. And then AZ just behind them and Willem II as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see who's going to pick up the European spots in this season. But I do think that it's pretty certain that we are in first. As you can see, Willem II can now not catch us anymore. So the lowest we will end in this league is in 5th. So we'll see what happens. Of course, this is going to be it for this episode. As I said last episode, the next one is going to be... I said RKC and Feyenoord, but I think probably only Feyenoord because we're also doing a kind of a small season review as well. But I'll see how that goes. I'll see how long the match is as well. But you'll find that out in the next episode. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. Alright, so just before we end the episode here, I got the new youth intake, and look at that top player, Mark de Jong, a 17-year-old fullback. He looks amazing. He's not that tall, but for a fullback, that's not that important. He has already 2-star current ability and a 3.5-star potential. Let's take a look at him. Other than him, by the way, everybody is pretty much useless. No offense. But this guy does look very, very good indeed. There he is. Oh, 16 determination as well. Only 8 teamwork, so that's a little bit of a downside. But 12 work rate, 16 determination, 16 decisions, 17 bravery as well. Only 1 leadership and 5 flair, so he's got a lot of improvement to do, but I'm definitely gonna sign him up. And the others I think I'm gonna let go because they're never going to be good enough for our team. Again, no offense to them, but it's just a fact that they're not good enough. So I'm not going to pay you that much. You can forget that. Alright, so we signed up Mark de Jong. That's the only player I'm going to sign up unless my director of football says otherwise. I mean, nobody looks really stand out except for Mark de Jong with already a 2-star current ability. So, yeah, just a little bit of... I did not expect this. I expected this to happen before the previous match, but that's just the way it is. Again, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.